Hi, I'm Wendy Pfeiffer and I'm Nutanix's CIO. And today I am talking about working from home, and I'm actually working from home as I'm talking about it. So many of us have been affected by the coronavirus, and there are so many tech companies, especially here in Silicon Valley and elsewhere, that have sent all of their employees home to work from home. And wow, what a huge societal shift. I was thinking about those of us in IT and what we can bring to this equation. And I realized that in some ways, we've been training for this all our lives. You know, in IT, we are kind of a special breed. Yes, we are technologists, but beyond the fact that we're technologists, we are also people who love process. We know how to operate technology at some specific scale. And then in addition to operating technology, we also care about people. I'm telling you, after about 25 years in IT, there is no way that I could keep doing this job if I didn't care about people and how we apply technology to people. So you take us in IT with our love of tech, but our love of process and operations and our love of people. And we are the people who, the Marvel comics were written for, the DC comics were written for. We're the people who breathlessly watch Star Trek and say, we want to go where no man has gone before. We're the ones who dream of being heroes, but being kind of a geeky sort of heroes in tech. And, right now in our world, we're in need of some heroes, even the geeks, even those of us who are a little bit afraid, even those of us who are a little bit paranoid. I say to IT people in particular, hey guys, this is what we've trained for. This is what we prepared for. All of those times in our lives when, we played the Space Invader games and we sort of hoped that someday the aliens would come and we could fight them off. Like, this is that moment. The alien is tiny. But right now we have something. Most of us are already prepared, and most of us are already using tools and technologies that are ready to scale in this situation. So I think about my own company. We are a global organization. Today we have thousands of employees, and about half of those employees already work remotely. And also, to interact with each other, we have to interact remotely if we're going to engage the entire global team. So we have a bunch of tools that we use that help us to do that. But the most important components of those tools are access and automation. So when it comes to access, we need to make sure that not only can people access tools in our offices, but when they go home, there may be a couple of different conditions that they're dealing with. One condition might be that they're using a personal computer instead of a work-provided one. And secondly, they might have really spotty internet access. But that shouldn't stop them from having access to the company's applications. At Nutanix, we use a product called Frame that is a virtual desktop that runs over public internet. So people can use Frame to access their work desktop remotely, even over bad internet connections, and also they can access securely. There are other VDI solutions out there from our partner Citrix and others that are also good alternatives. But if we're able to access remotely through this VDI interface, we have secure access, we have decent performance, and we have all the applications and tools that we're used to. That's been in place for years, and this is just a time where we can scale that out. Other things we can do is we can take advantage of automation. It's not possible sometimes for us nowadays to walk up to a help desk and get help, but we have a number of tools that can help us autonomously, that can direct us to someone who understands how to answer the question, or sometimes we can even do our own self-service and our own troubleshooting. Those things are available to us. I worry, of course, about the spread of this disease, but at the same time, I think about the IT heroes all throughout the country and even globally who have already built out the capabilities that we need. Access to the SaaS applications, access to our company's applications. Now's our time. And eventually, we're going to be past this thing. And when we are, and when they write the history of this thing, I think that there's going to be some geeky, scared heroes in the mix. It's people like you and me who built our infrastructure solidly, openly, and to scale. That's what's getting us through. And that infrastructure will help us to connect inside of our companies, to connect with our neighbors who may need our help, and also to make the process of working from home a little bit more enjoyable. You know, there's potential, you know, maybe we might take a break and watch a little Netflix, but ultimately we're able to be focused, we're able to be productive, and most importantly, we're able to collaborate at scale just the way we have been when we were coming into the office. I think that we have hard times ahead, but I also think that our future is solid as we transform how we work and we use IT and technology to change how we are able to be productive for our companies.